Oh,
I think
shit.
I'm
I
seeing,
think we
I'm
were
seeing,
muted.
are we unmuted?
Oh, fuck my life.
Can you guys hear us now?
I think they can hear us now. Damn it.
Can you guys hear us now?
I fixed it. Yeah, I'm muted.
Hola. Damn it. That's okay. Hey, we're only like 7 minutes
Right?
in. Just
It's
rewind.
fine.
Start over.
Shit.
Everybody said start
Sorry.
over. All right, let's start over.
I'm
It's
sorry,
okay. Don't
everybody.
apologize. Don't apologize, babe.
Ugh.
It's a mute button.
Again, okay, so this is like the first time, and now I'm probably like super red because I'm really embarrassed.
Just look at it as you don't have to put makeup on, no blush. Just
Ah,
you're naturally a little pink.
right?
No,
Sorry about that, you
you're
guys.
fine.
So, obviously, since you couldn't hear me the first like 3 times I said it, this is the first time I'm actually doing like all the buttons, and so I'm a little trying to make sure I don't fuck up, and I did. So sorry.
It's okay.
I
They forgive you.
apologize.
They're all about it. They can hear you. Yep. They said they were ad-libbing. Ross said it's okay. We were ad-libbing.
Hopefully it's good. Like good
I
ad-libbing
think
and
they
not just like weird.
next time put those ad-libs in the chat. I'll read them bitches off.
Right? Oh, do it.
Yep. Yeah. Next time if you don't hear audio, ad-lib. Come on, man. Throw them in the chat.
Right? It'll be good. So we were talking about our upcoming guest today, who is Earl Granville, and he sounds like a total badass. He, for those of you who don't know his name, he was a guy who recently competed in the Boston Marathon, who crossed the finish line with his friend Andy across his shoulders while he was like holding the American flag. That's who we've got tonight.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yes, it's gonna be a good show. And then I have to reopen the guest list for upcoming guests, and I'm gonna end up butchering a bunch of these names, and so I apologize in advance. I don't word well.
Like I said, it's gold star for effort.
Right?
Gold star for effort. Fuck A for effort. Gold star.
Hooked on Phonics does not work for me.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm right there with you. Right there with you, babe.
Okay.
Let's hear who is it again?
All right.
Who are
So
these
on
guests?
Friday with Red Leg, and I think it's me covering with him. So yeah. So okay, so Cinco de Mayo, this Friday, we have Mark Lamplaw. I really am sorry if I mess up your name. I really am.
You're probably pronouncing it just right.
Right? Shit. And he's the vice president of Sprout Health Group and Frontline Responder Services. And we're also going to have Terry Cronin, who is the senior vice president of marketing for said company. And Mark is a fourth-generation firefighter and former captain with the Lower Chichester, I think, Fire Company. It's weird. It's Chichester. So
that's a lot of C's.
Chichester?
Yeah.
I don't know. Somewhere in Pennsylvania. There we go. That narrows it down. He is the CEO with 360 Wellness Inc. and Vice President of Business Development of the Frontline Program at Sprout Health Group. Mark is also nationally recognized in crisis stress intervention through the American Academy of Experts in Traumatic Stress. He has helped hundreds of firefighters, police officers, veterans, EMS personnel, and civilians nationwide find help for addiction, alcoholism, PTSD, and mental health support. Now, Terry Cronin, who is the Senior Vice President of Marketing. He is, like I just said, a Senior Vice President of Marketing. He has been in the addiction field for 29 years, starting as an intern. Terry is licensed in New Jersey as a LCADC and has years of experience as an intervention specialist.
Goodness.
He has been in recovery himself for 32 years. Oh, dude, awesome.
Wow.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
And is a proud veteran of the U.S. Army, having served in Vietnam. And then, okay, so next, oh God, another one. And
another one.
And another one. Well, like, no, like, and another, like, name that I can't really pronounce.
Yeah.
So again, I'm really sorry.
In advance.
So next Monday, the 8th of May, we have Officer Anne Marie Carazales, and I'm not sure. I can't roll my R's. I never took Spanish. I'm sorry if that's like, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry. Anyways, Officer Anne Marie is a U.S. Marine Corps veteran who has over 13 years of military and civilian law enforcement experience. In October of 2013, she was shot twice at point-blank range. One of those shots hit her in the face. So she's kind of a badass, like, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Even after she was shot, she got in her car and pursued the subjects for over 20 miles. She now speaks out about her experiences and dealing with PTSD at events in hopes of inspiring other law enforcement officers to remain in the fight and to remind them that no one fights alone. And then next Friday, we have Adam Simon, who is the writer of Man Down. And so Man Down is a movie, and Adam wrote the script for it. The movie is about a homeless veteran that Adam met while he himself was homeless with 2 kids. Adam is coming on the show to talk about how he wrote the script and how he advocates for homeless veterans. And then in 2 weeks, there's going to be a group of us up in Kansas area at War Horses for Vets. And if you guys remember our show from March 8th, we had Patrick Benson, who is the CEO for War Horses for Vets, on the show. And he was talking about how his mission is to provide veterans a peaceful break from everyday life challenges, giving them a chance to have quality time to clear their minds, share stories with each other, and enjoy the benefits of a country they defended. So those of us going to War Horses for Vets, like, there's going to be a lot of like live streaming while we're up there, but those of us going include the big boss man Red Leg, our local Paiwanese Pie, best stepdad ever cause, the bearded Viking himself Jay Reddy, of course Mama's gotta go, and then Bobby, who is part of our social media department, because we're getting bigger, so we have like different departments, because we're awesome like that. And then and then I'm going too, and I'm actually going up a couple days ahead of them because I'm meeting up with Cuffs because she lives there, and we're gonna hang out, and it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna cause trouble.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. We'll have a good time.
Oh, it's gonna be great. And you guys know that Cuffs is like a huge Royals fan. Like, if you've ever heard our shows, or any shows that she's been on, we somehow always end up talking about baseball and how she is a huge Kansas City Royals fan. So she's taking me to a game, and we're gonna paint faces, and I'm gonna get like all spirited out, and it's gonna be a good time. So
yeah, it'll be a good time.
We'll probably end up posting pictures. So be on the lookout for those, because you don't want to miss them.
Most definitely. You don't want to miss those at all. The pictures will be the best part about it.
Oh my god. So how are you
doing? But
honey?
War Horse will be I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm still recovering. But doing well. Still recovering. I officially, what's today? Is today Wednesday? Today's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday. Wow. Why should I even ask? Tied up Tuesday.
Right?
Today I officially took off my hip brace.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. So
yeah.
you're
So
not
now
like
I'm
crutching around like Jimmy.
no, I'm still crutching around. I just took off the brace.
Oh.
So I still have crutches for another 2 to 3 weeks, I think. So
Okay.
yeah.
And then do you get like a sweet walker or? I don't know the
I hope
stages of
so.
recovery.
I hope
for
it's
this.
decked out. No, I don't know. After that,
I mean, I'll put
I
stickers
haven't.
on it.
I would welcome that one. You can decorate it like camo duct
Right.
tape. A cup holder.
Mm.
After the crutches, we haven't started really at PT walking yet.
Yeah.
So I think tomorrow we might start walking. So we shall see. But
Nice.
it's 12-week recovery. Long haul. But
Yeah.
we're on week 3, into week 4. So yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Of course. Oh, I'm doing good. My feet hurt. I had a long day of standing.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. What did I do today at work? I did. I only did 3 cases, so like you wouldn't think that my feet would hurt. But I ended up staying late today too. So you're welcome, doctor. Don't ever say I didn't do anything for you, sir.
You're welcome.
No, he was super nice. He's like, thanks for staying late for me. I was like, you're welcome. Because right before that, he was being mean. He was like, did you forget how to do this? And I'm like, it's been a while, so maybe. And I didn't set up. I don't know what you want from me. Like, I'm trying. Stop being a dick.
So you said you had 3 cases today. Anything interesting?
I gave a guy a new knee, and I gave someone a new hip today. So,
That's awesome.
Oh,
new knees, new hips.
The knee. Okay, so for seriously, the longest time I hated doing total knee replacements because there's so many steps to it and so much shit that goes into doing said surgery that I fucking hated them because I couldn't get the steps down in the right order. But my doc that I work with on Tuesdays, he has this fun habit of where he stops speaking. And
he just stops talking.
Yeah, and so
no direction.
He'll just stick his hand out, and I'm just I would just look at him and be like, I don't know what you want, so
hand him a tissue. Here, bless you.
Yeah, no, seriously, I just start handing him random shit and be like, is this warmer, colder? Help me out here.
Yep. Words. Use your words.
That's what I would say. I was like, words. Use your words. You're an adult, right? And
use the words.
And yeah, so
a hip and a knee today. Was there? You said there was another one.
But today, the total knee that I did, I'm super proud of myself because today he again went into his not speaking phase. And dude, I was fucking on it. I was like, boom, 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 boom. With all the shit that he needed and freaking having it waiting for him. So when he held out his hand, I was just like, boom. What?
On it.
I was like, kapah! Yeah. What are you gonna do?
That's awesome.
But then following that was the hip, and it's been a good couple months since we've done one. So yeah, I was rusty on that, which is why he's like, the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know, it's been a while. I forgot.
Yeah, was it a hip replacement? Is that what you said? Yeah. Good times.
Those. I got super bloody. It was great.
Is that picture I saw of you?
Yeah. In the hood and everything. And
yeah. Blooded out? Blooded out.
I did
I like listening to your OR stories, your
most people
daily.
Don't.
That kind of stuff doesn't bother me as long as it's not me. I don't mind seeing it after, but getting sutures out or anything like that, getting an IV, I don't want to watch. I won't do it. Even a tattoo. I've got tattoos. Nope, don't want to watch. Only tattoo I watched was the tribute tattoo to my dad. But everything else, hell yeah, I'll watch. I'll watch somebody, get operated on. I'll watch, IVs. That stuff doesn't bother me. But I love hearing tales of the OR. They're interesting.
Right? I mean, that's pretty much what they
Tales of
are.
the OR. Yep.
Oh, speaking of tales, so okay, I finally convinced Ghost to like actually buy, ammo for me for my concealed carry. Because like seriously, Monday. Okay, one. Listen up, dudes. At no time is it appropriate for you to hit on someone or try to pick someone up at 5:20 in the goddamn morning. I don't fucking care who you are or how hot you think you are or like how much game you've got. At 5:20 in the morning, it is not fucking acceptable at all.
Okay, I have so many questions.
The day. You're welcome. Okay, yeah, okay.
Where did this happen?
At the gas station by my house, and so pretty, like literally, like I don't even I don't talk really to Ghost in the mornings as I'm getting ready for work, like and about to leave for work, because I'm up before him, and so like,
wow,
don't talk to me in the morning.
Yeah,
like Ghost
is the same way.
All Ghost gets from me is like
let me get my clothes on. Yep.
Like, all Ghost gets from me is a quick, like, okay, I'm going to work, bye, love you. And, like, literally that's it. And, have a good day. I might say have a good day if it, like, just flows. If it doesn't flow, then he's not getting it. And I'll think it, and I'll be like, yeah, have a good day. But I won't say it. It's fucking 5 in the morning when I fucking leave for work. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck the world. I'm going to work.
You're welcome. I even acknowledge your presence. Like, let's be honest. And so, yesterday I had to get gas before I went to work because I was pulling the normal female shit where you wait till you're like at E to fill up. Which I normally...
The light comes on.
And normally I don't do that, but, like, I didn't this time because fucking reasons. I don't know why. And, so I'm, like, pumping gas up, and this guy, for whatever fucking... Like, all the other goddamn things are empty, but he had to go to the one, like, right next to mine. I'm like, the fuck is going on right now, right? Like, dude, seriously? Go to the other side. Like, it's almost like bathroom etiquette. Like... Yeah. Don't choose the stall right next to me. Like, if there's empty ones, like, move on down the line.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure it's the same with, like, guys in urinals. Like, don't go to the urinal right next to me. Like, if there's open ones, move on down, And so that's kind of like, what the fuck is going, like, why? Whatever. Like, don't make eye contact. It'll be fine, right? And, so, yeah. So, like, he goes in, I guess, to, like, pay for, like, his gas with cash or whatever, and like as he's like walking away, he's like, "Hey, Hollywood," and I'm like,
"What the fuck?"
Me?
You talking to me?
Like seriously, I was like, "Who the fuck is he talking to?" Like, it can't be me. My hair's fucking wet from my shower. Like, I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt, and I've got like resting bitch face on. Which is a normal, like, deterrent from people even, like, talking to me, let alone, like, hitting on me. And, it's the best thing ever.
In the morning.
Especially at 5 in the morning, right? So, yeah, right? And so, like, as he's walking away, like, I look at him and I was just like, hey... And then he, like, continues to, like, he's walking backwards at this point, and he's just like, damn. And I'm like, oh, God, no.
Oh, my God.
And I'm just like, I start, like, talking, like, hurry up, gas station, hurry up, like, fucking creeper alert. And he
Casey in the Facebook chat said, should have made him pay for your gas.
I know, right? I already paid.
That's what I thought he was going to do. Like, right? You said he went in and was paying for his gas.
No,
I was thinking,
I already paid. I should have done that, though. Like, hey, You want to pay for my
Hey.
gas? No,
And
ew,
do the
no.
girly thing.
No,
Hey.
because, like, seriously, he was trying to ask me, like, where I worked and, like,
No.
yes. Dude, yes. It was creepy as fuck. And I'm like, I was like, I work.
Level 3 stalker.
Yeah.
No,
And
thanks.
he was like, you know, what's a hot girl like you? And I'm like, now you're really confused. But he's like, you know, what's a girl like you doing up at this point in the day? And I'm like, I'm going to work.
I want to fucking work. What does it
I
look
was like,
I'm doing?
I'm going to work. What do you want? Like, why?
If you were standing out there
are you
pumping
talking
gas
to
in
me?
a bathing suit at 5 o'clock in the morning, then yeah, you could say, where are you going? Or
right? But at that point, I'd be like, oh, I'm getting off of work.
Off work? Yeah.
But no,
you got your feather boa around your neck, your high heels, and like some like thong bathing suit.
No. But yeah, okay. So then it's like, I'm going to work, and he's like, a woman like you shouldn't have to work. You should be a trophy wife. And I'm just like,
oh my god.
I don't even know how to respond to that. So I'm just like, no, I'd get bored. Right? Because I would. Like, I don't want to fucking stay at home all goddamn day. I'll lose my fucking mind. And then he was like, so what do you like to do for fun? And I was like, nothing. I do nothing. I do nothing.
Not a damn thing.
And he's like, well, what kind of food do you like to eat? And I was like, I almost said nothing, but I was like, pizza? I don't fucking know. It's food. It's fucking food. Like, do you see me? Like, I like to eat, obviously.
Oh, shut
up.
Okay, first
honey.
of all, shut up.
You'll
Second
see
of all,
in person, like, my fucking... And
then,
like, seriously, I was giving him that creeper face. Like, I know you're not going to be able to see it, but, like, everyone on Facebook Live, like, get ready for this, you guys. I'm like, right? Like, just totally making it look like I've got, like, triple chins going on. And just, like, these wide eyes, like, why are you talking to me? And, then he was like, well, what do you like to... Like, at this point, my tank fills up. And I'm like, thank God. And then, so after I was like, you know, pizza, he's like, well, what do you like to drink? And I was like, root beer. Okay, bye.
Bye.
And he's like, no, wait. And I'm like, no.
Oh, my God.
So I messaged Ghost, and I was like, some dude tried to, I don't know what he was doing, but he was creepy, and I'm not, like, I need something, like, I'm tired of having, like, just my concealed carry for show. Like, if we can do something about this, that would be great. So, yeah. So, it's no longer
good for you.
Show, so don't fuck with me, because you'll get killed. And then I'll be cute when I do it, too. I'm such a dork.
Oh, I love it. Well, good. I'm glad you got you squared away.
Yeah, so that's been my week so far. How's physical therapy going for you? How's tummy time?
Tummy time. Oh my God. It's so ridiculous. So I'm supposed to be laying on my stomach for 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day. I'm working my way up to that very slowly. And I'm not a stomach sleeper, so it's not natural for me to want to lay on my stomach or need to lay on my stomach. So when I do, since I've had surgery, that spot on my leg, it feels like I'm on the verge of cramping, like my left leg just turning into one big Charlie horse. Mm-hmm. So physical therapy is okay. My physical therapist is awesome. She's pretty awesome. So I chit chat with her. I talk to her about the station and our awesomeness and all that good stuff, and it keeps my mind off of the pain. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it's going pretty well. But I get to see the physical therapist 2 times a week until the end of July.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good times.
I mean, sounds like it.
Yeah, making friends. I'm making friends with the physical therapist.
Oh, good.
Yeah, good. Those are always good people to have on your side, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would assume so.
Yeah.
But you
never know.
I don't know.
You never know. But yeah, so physical therapy's going well. Week is going well. I'm trying to think if I've got anything going on this weekend. Nothing really. It's only Tuesday for them. I can't even keep my days straight because I'm on short-term disability from work.
Yeah.
So my days are just kind of melded into one. And it kind of sucks. But other than that,
No.
that's okay.
So this article's kind of old, but I'm pretty sure it still applies. Have you seen the top, what is it? Hold on. The top 10 U.S. military towns you definitely don't want to be stationed in.
Yes, I have, and I love it. And I'm going to stick up for some of, I've seen it and I've read it, but if I interrupt you, I apologize when you're running down on that list, because there's some that I'll stick up for, but the others not so much. But yes, let's hear this.
You ready for this? Number 10, ladies and gentlemen, coming in is Fort Bragg. So, Fayetteville, North Carolina. The unlucky call sign, Fort Drag or No Hope Pope. Why it's not great. Fort Bragg is like the Kardashians. Everybody in the Army knows about it, talks about it, and either loves it or hates it passionately. We think there is so much chatter about Fayetteville because it houses the biggest population in the Army, and the naysayers are loud simply because there are so many of them. Fayetteville is one of the few bases on our list that's located in an actual town, or as a Marine spouse in neighboring Camp Lejeune puts it, at least they have a mall and a discount tire. Still,
discount tire.
Still, soldiers insist that the place reminds them of every combat zone the U.S. has visited in the past 4 decades. So the most common escape is Charleston, Wilmington, Charlotte, Raleigh, and Myrtle Beach are all within a couple hours' drive. In other words, Fayetteville is the awkward neighborhood kid surrounded by cooler, more beautiful neighbors in every direction.
Yeah.
Surprise silver lining, though. Besides offering easy access to both major cities and ocean views, Fayetteville might be the best place to further your education. With Duke and UNC, among other universities nearby, you can get smarter while also becoming manically invested in March Madness.
Nah.
Number 9, Lemoore, California. It is a naval air station, Lemoore. Unlocking call sign, armpit of the Navy. Supposedly
that sounds
because
yummy.
of the smell and air quality. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. Why it's not great. Never heard of Lemoore? Yeah, most of us haven't either. As a, born and raised Californian, I have never heard of this place. So I was like, wait.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, this is in California? Shit.
Does it say what it's near?
Hold on. Oh, okay. As with virtually every other town on this list, Lemoore is almost indiscernible on a map. It has all the usual complaints of a remote base town, with one notable difference. It is regularly ranked among the nation's worst for air pollution. Good job, you guys.
Yeah.
We could talk about the nearby cities of Visalia or Visalia, I don't fucking know. Or Fresno, I know that one. But who cares about that when the most beautiful place on earth is literally in your backyard? Oh, it's by Yosemite. It's just a couple hours. Yosemite National Park is just a couple hours north, and it's 20 best hikes. And
there you go.
And Kings Canyon is the same distance east. So yeah, Lemoore might not be much to look at, but you are just down the road from some spectacular #NoFilter #views.
#NoFilter I fucking love you. Oh. Okay. Continue.
Another perk of living in the agriculture-heavy Central Valley of California is access to fresh and local eggs and produce through the farm co-ops. Some even deliver to your door. Oh, that is true. The Central Valley is really good about that. Okay, number 8, Jacksonville, North Carolina. Camp Lejeune is there.
I'm
Unlucky
gonna
call
stick.
sign is J Actionville.
Also known as J Vegas, also known as Jayville. Dude, I lived there for a little while prior to enlisting. I've got good things to say about Jacksonville, but continue.
The deal breaker here isn't the backwoods location or the fact that legitimate social functions are called, quote, pig pickins, unquote. What the fuck? No,
Ah,
the complaint we heard most often from Marines is that way too many Marines live here.
yep, there's a lot of swinging dick.
Sure, there are dozens of barbers that will give you a tight fade, but there's really nowhere to be off duty and allow your face to fade into a 5 o'clock shadow either. Oh, and there's also that small thing about the contaminated drinking water.
Yeah,
Ugh. Most
yeah.
common escape is, although there's basically nothing to do in Jacksonville except get a fresh tattoo or payday loan, Wilmington is just an hour away. Myrtle Beach is a little over 2, and Nicholas Sparks lives nearby where he pens novels for your romantic escapism. I mean, for your reading pleasure.
For all you males out there that just lust over Nicholas Sparks.
Right? Oh my god, the Notebook. Anyway.
Okay, so they called it, when I lived out there with my sister and brother-in-law, and my brother-in-law PT'd the fucking shit out of me, preparing me for basic training, for OSIT, whatever, and because I wasn't in shape at all, and who better than a service member. So we PT'd, we ran every other day, and we also did weightlifting, whatever. That doesn't even fucking matter. So the whole point of it was, there's negatives, obviously, to every location, but there's so much in there. It's like a perfect people watching city. If you're a people watcher, that's the city for you. I mean, yes, there is a liquor store, a barber, a strip club, a car salesman, whatever. Every other place, it's liquor store, strip club, cars, liquor store, strip club, cars, all down every fucking street. And there is a mall in Jacksonville. So the one about Fayetteville lied.
Okay, so next. Oh, hey, Mom, this one's for you. Number 7, El Paso. So Fort
Good old
Bliss.
El Paso.
Unlucky call sign, Fort Piss or El Paso. Good job on the nicknames, you guys. This is good. So this base is the most misleading name. Fort Bliss is located in the border town of El Paso, Texas. Besides the unique cultural tensions of living in a border town, service members reported that Fort Bliss was hot, isolated, and subject to sandstorms. Also, it's like Aladdin, except without a genie to help you. Most common escape is, oh god, I'm gonna fuck this up. Ruidoso? Maybe, I don't fucking know. New Mexico offers all sorts of outdoor activities, plus a casino and horse racetrack. The Hot Air Balloon Festival in Albuquerque is also within reach, but it will take you at least 11 attempts to spell Albuquerque correctly before your GPS will be any help. So, good luck, everybody out there.
The hot air balloon thing sounds pretty fun.
Right? Oh, I wanted to freaking see that while I was, where was I stationed? Or no, I lived in Arizona for like a year. And I never made it to do that. Whatever. So number 6 is Fort Drum. Unlucky call sign is Fort Drunk, due to the number of alcohol-related incidences on base in the 1990s. As the old joke goes, Fort Drum has 2 seasons, winter and July. Located on the Canadian border, winters here are long and brutal as the snow piles up and temps dip down to 30 below. Fuck that. It's like the North Pole in a world where Santa doesn't exist. Very cold and very sad. Most people escape to Syracuse, although Lake Placid, Niagara Falls, and Montreal are all a little over 3 hours away. And since the Canadian border is only 30 minutes away, you're never in short supply of maple syrup.
Yeah.
Number 5 is 29 Palms, also known as 29 Stumps or the
Yeah.
Stumps. Marines call the Stumps the place for the best training and arguably the worst social life.
Yeah.
Located in the middle of nowhere Mojave Desert, 29 Palms is where tanks outnumber sedans and sunburns happen through car windows. Oh, and for the record, Lake Bandini isn't an actual lake. It's a poo pond created from the open sewage of a water treatment facility. That's disgusting. Ugh. Okay, so number 4, I was there. Was Fort Irwin. I was stationed there. So it's unlucky call signs are a string of explicits that we cannot repeat. Fort Irwin, for anyone who hasn't been there, Fort Irwin is the vast desert training area for the Army, a severe and remote landscape that can easily double as the Mad Max set. Soldiers say that operational tempo is punishing. The single ladies are few, and the nearest town is 45 minutes away. And that town is, Barstow, California, a place that frequently holds the title of meth capital of the world. True story.
Yikes.
Although I will agree with like silver linings on this, and like common escapes. You know, you've got friggin' Big Bear, San Diego, Vegas, LA, like they're all fucking there. You know, it was a 6-hour drive to get like from Fort Irwin to home if I like wanted to go for like a long weekend or whatnot. So,
that's not too bad.
Yeah. So, and then Barstow has the Tanger outlets. So, you know, meh.
Shopping.
I enjoyed it, but
a little something.
I enjoyed it, but I like the desert. So
I do too. And I was out at 29 Palms for 4 or 5 days also prior to enlisting, and I love it out there. I think it might sound weird, but the desert out there is beautiful. It kind of sucks. Yeah. It's either extremely hot or it's either extremely cold, but there's a lot to see. I mean, the mountains aren't far, and the actual installation itself, that's all I got to say about that. But the surrounding area is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, like I enjoyed it, but seriously though, like when I did deploy and like landed in Kandahar and like got off the plane and like looked around, I was like, this isn't Afghanistan. Like, we're back at Fort Irwin. Don't fucking play. Like, legit, it looks the fucking same. And it didn't really hit me that, like, you know, I was where I was until I saw that, like, welcome to Afghanistan banner painted over the fucking terminal. And I was like, oh, we don't have that at Fort Irwin.
Yeah.
It's like, shit. Number 3 is Clovis, New Mexico, where Cannon Air Force Base is. Oh, goodness. It is called Afghanistan. That sucks. Oh, my God. Okay, Ghost is Air Force, right? And I swear to God, if he ever gets, orders to this place, I'm going to cry.
Where, because I've been to one, it's Air Force, right? You said Air Force?
Yeah.
I've been to one Air Force installation when I was out in Arizona for 2 weeks for work before I enlisted. And there was an Air Force base.
Oh, yeah, Luke Air Force is in Arizona, like in the Phoenix area?
It was closer to Tucson.
Oh, Tucson.
A little north of Tucson is where I'm thinking. And I'm not sure, the one you're talking about, I'm not sure.
I was going to say, Luke is in Arizona, but that's by Phoenix. Fort Huachuca's by Tucson-ish.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
But that's
Maybe
Army.
it was, Yeah, never mind. It wasn't Air Force. You're right. I'm sorry. It was Fort Huachuca. My bad.
But yeah, I think this is how it's pronounced. It's Minot, North Dakota.
Ooh.
Unlucky call sign. Why not Minot? And it seems like a rhetorical question, but freezing is the reason. Like, I'm looking at this picture, and there's no. I won't do it. I
Snow.
won't go.
Is it snow?
Yes, everywhere. Remember the ice planet in Interstellar, the one that turned Matt Damon into a bad guy? Well, Mino, I think it's Mino. I don't know. Fuck it. Is a missile base located in the desolate region of the least populated, most rural, least visited state in America. So it's pretty similar, don't you know?
Oh, wow.
Average winter temps hover in the low teens in a place where cows outnumber people 3-1. No, I'm not. No. Mm-mm.
No thanks. Pass.
Nope. Oh, and number 1, Leesville, Louisiana, Fort Polk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah.
Like, everyone knows. Like, I'm not even gonna explain. Like, it's fucking Fort Polk. Like,
what
honestly,
are the nicknames?
It's Fort Puke.
Fort Puke.
Yeah. I mean,
There
I'm
we
sure
go.
you guys could come up with better ones. But yeah, no, fuck that place. Like, seriously, their state bird is a goddamn mosquito. like, you talk to anyone from Louisiana and they're gonna be like, no, it's a pelican. No, fuck you, it's not. It's a goddamn mosquito.
I like Louisiana in some areas of the state, but not for permanent living.
No.
Or semi-permanent living. Or better yet, training. Fuck that.
Right. So do you remember? Oh, apparently it's minnow, like minnow, but minnow.
Oh,
I don't.
okay.
It's a cold fucking wasteland. It's like Planet Hoth. I swear, like, seriously. Like, honestly, like, that was... I saw the picture of nothing but ice and snow, and, like, all I was expecting fucking Luke Skywalker to come around with his fucking... I forget what it's called. What is it, like a Turk or something? I don't know. Daddy Ice is going to get pissed at me because I don't fucking know it. And, like, watch a phone's going to blow up with him being like, no, you did it wrong. I don't fucking know. It's a fucking animal that he has to, like, carve up to live in. Anyways, it's like Planet Hoth. So, no.
Yep.
I'm not going. You can't make me. So, do you remember... I think it was last year sometime, the state of Texas, our governor signed a bill that said, you know, students are allowed to conceal carry on campus. Like, students and staff are allowed to conceal carry on campus. And
no, I don't recall that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was big news here in Texas. Everyone was like, fuck yeah. And, most people did it anyways, but, you know, it's besides the point. But anyways, the University of Texas in Austin, there were a bunch of, how do I put this nicely, crybabies who opposed this idea, and they started a protest, I guess, where they, like... were holding, like, rallies or whatever with signs that said, like, cocks, not glocks or whatever. But anyways,
oh my God.
this female student, I forget what her fucking name is or what her major was. Like, obviously, she wasn't that important to my life. But she was going off about how, you know, she doesn't feel safe knowing that her fellow student could conceal carry in her classroom, and, you know, what about my education? How am I supposed to learn knowing that the guy next to me could, like, be carrying? It's like the same way you've been learning. Like, how does this make any difference? Like, it's not like you can see the weapon he's holding. Like, chill your shit.
Boo fucking who.
So she was saying how it was unfair that, you know, she was unable to carry around a sex toy when someone could carry around a weapon, right?
Oh,
and so
okay.
so her and, like, she got a bunch of the student body, and I think the sex store Adam and Eve,
No shit.
to pretty much sponsor them almost, and, like, they were handing out sex toys and saying,
Wow.
like, if people are going to be allowed to carry, we should be allowed to, like, bring our dildos to class. And it's like, what? Like, the fuck are you going to do with that? Like, if something happened, like, no, protect me, dildo. Right? Like, like,
it's like a lightsaber,
like maybe,
but a dildo.
Like, maybe if it was one of those, like, absurdly big ones where you're just like, oh my god, you fit that in you? Like, maybe if you, like, the heavy ones, you know, where, like, you throw it and you're like, haha, like, suck a dick, literally, like,
your hand gesture with that was you gotta do it again. Do the hand gesture.
I don't know what I did, like, haha. I don't know what I did.
That one right there.
But yeah, okay, so, there was an attack at the University of Texas in Austin, where some dude wielding a large Bowie-like hunting knife is suspected of stabbing 4 students. So he actually killed one person and injured 3 others.
Was this yesterday?
This was yesterday. And,
wow.
The guy who did the stabbing, let me see if it has his name. Kendricks J. White, 21-year-old junior from Killeen, yay, offered no resistance when officers tackled him within minutes of the stabbings. The 4 victims, 3 white males and 1 Asian male, ages 20 and 21, were attacked separately and without apparent provocation, police said. The deceased victim has been identified as Harrison Brown, a graduate of the Graham Independent School District in 2016. The names of the 3 surviving students who were treated at University Medical Center Breckenridge were not immediately released. Like, I feel like, you know, obviously, like, that sucks, like, you know, that there was that kind of an incident, but I kind of want to go up to that chick who was like, you know, cocks, not clocks. Like, I kind of want to be like, where was your dildo? Like, if only they had their dildos.
Speaking of dildo, I don't know if you're looking at the Facebook live chat.
I'm not.
We have a listener.
At all.
Okay, weird story, because I'm a weirdo from the New York City area.
Yes.
In my favorite bar. Say what?
Oh, no, keep going.
In my favorite bar, we used to have an 8-inch rubber penis on a pool cue. Dick on a stick. Quote on dick on a stick. This thing is heavy enough to be dangerous. We used to chase unruly patrons out with it. Good job, buddy.
That's awesome.
Chase them out. On guard.
Right? Like, but seriously, like, some of them, I'm just, like, you see some of these toys, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you expect me to put that where? Like, like, the fuck is that supposed to go? Like, not in, like, nowhere inside me? Like, I choose life. Like, I don't want to be fucking impaled.
No thanks.
And, like, I have this conversation with my male docs quite frequently, actually, well, I wouldn't say frequently, but it comes up every so often where they're like, you know, oh, yeah, you know, if you see some guy come in and he's got, like, just, like, you know, a third leg that flops out, you know you're going to look at it and be like, if only I could get on that. And I'm like, fuck, no, I wouldn't. Like, I fucking choose life, dude. Like, I don't want to be fucking impaled. I don't want to die from, like, internal bruising or bleeding. Like, fuck that. No. You can't make me. God.
You can't make me do it. I won't. I won't do it.
I won't do it. You're not my supervisor.
Oh, that's... You guys have some awesome conversations, by the way. I love it.
Right? You're the one creeping on Facebook Live, and I'm not, because I'll get distracted.
Between you and my good friend out here, she is a nurse at a well-known urology clinic out here. She has some good stories, but you know, you know, I
Right.
might have a short article. Do we have time for one short article?
Yeah, go for it. We've got a couple minutes before our break. So,
Okay. All right, y'all. So we've got people in North Carolina around here, don't we? I think we do. So this is for you. This is coming out of North Carolina. So, North Carolina House passes bill to protect motorists who hit protesters while driving. Yay, good for them. Okay, a bill that has passed North Carolina's House of Representatives would shield motorists who unintentionally hit protesters blocking roads from civil liability. WFAE reported. House Bill number 330, introduced by Representative Justin Burr, quote, provides that a person driving an automobile while exercising due care is immune for civil liability for any injury to another if the injured person was participating in a demonstration or protest and blocking traffic, end quote.
nice.
It passed the House of Representatives by a 67 to 48 vote on Thursday, stated the Raleigh News and Observer. And there's one last little bit, quote, as we've seen time and time again, as folks run out in the middle of the streets and in the intersections in Charlotte and attempt to block traffic, Burr said. The Republican said he wants to make sure drivers don't have to fear driving through Charlotte or anywhere in North Carolina for that matter. Quote, this bill does not allow for the driver of the vehicle to target protesters intentionally, he added. It does, however, protect individuals who are rightfully trying to drive down the road.
Nice. So
Yeah,
it's almost like Tennessee then,
and they
where
had something like that, right?
yeah, Tennessee I think has a very, if not the same, very very similar
Mm-hmm.
law that came into effect I think recently because
Mm-hmm.
of all the whiny people like, man, you're not my
Yeah.
president. I'm gonna block traffic.
Yeah,
Man,
let's go stand
shut the
out on a
fuck up.
highway with the speed limit of 60 miles an hour. Good idea.
Oh, do it in Texas. It's like 80.
There were some videos
Yeah.
out of St. Louis, some of the protests that were going on out there a couple years ago. One driver was not having it. This entire line of people was blocking her way. So she was able to gently move them out of the way slowly with her car. And then somebody
Nice.
reached in through her window, punched her in the face, and then people started kicking and like beating the shit out of her car.
Please tell me
So
she ran them over.
she didn't, but she then sued, and people posted the video online. So they've got faces, they've got obviously her license plate, so they know what vehicle it was. The damage was videoed, the people that damaged her vehicle all on tape
Oh
and
my
all
god.
posted publicly. So she sued. She sued some people. It was,
Good.
yeah, yeah.
But holy
Oh,
shit, there goes the first hour. So
yep.
y'all hold tight. We've got like a little bit of a break. One, I need to use the bathroom, and I'm sure Cuffs does.
Yes.
And we got to get our guest on. And our guest tonight again is Earl Granville, and he's a fucking badass, y'all. Like, I'm excited. So you should be too. So hang tight, and we will be back soon. Okay. Hopefully I don't fuck this up.
Broadcasting live from the basement of a Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
All right. Oh, I did it. I did it. Ah, we're back. Okay. I'm sorry. I just got super excited. So Cuffs and I are joined by our guest, Earl. How am I pronouncing it right? Granville?
Granville's fine. You got it.
Oh, did I fuck it up? If I did, it's okay. You can tell me.
Earl Granville. You got it.
Yes.
You nailed it.
Hell yeah. So I'm joined by Earl. So I will admit, I may or may not have done some cyber stalking on you. And in all of my vast knowledge acquirement, I was unable to find anything about your rank. So I know you're part of the Pennsylvania Army National Guard.
Yes, I was a staff sergeant.
Oh, okay. Well, now we know.
And you were also infantryman, correct?
Yep, an infantry guy.
Nice.
Good.
And we know that you have been to Iraq and Afghanistan, and obviously that's where your injury happened.
Sure.
So if you don't mind, can I just because it's kind of up my alley, I guess, almost. How did you get injured? If you don't mind me asking. If it you don't want to talk about that, that's fine. I've got plenty other questions.
Yeah, I could talk about it.
Okay.
I was part of one of the PRTs in Afghanistan. I was part of PRT Gardes, and usually the combat arms, when it comes to the PRT, they're part of the security force of the PRT. So we would escort maybe civilian engineers or civil affairs officers or even Afghan politicians to a site where they're maybe renovating a hospital, building a school, creating a rec center for the locals, or whatever it may be. And it was June 3rd, 2008, and we were leaving the site we were looking at with an Afghan governor, and I'm usually sitting in the passenger seat of the Humvee or the TCC, whatever anybody calls it. And one of our civil affairs officers, a good friend of mine, Major Scott Haggerty, he usually his job is to sit in the back and we would escort him, but Major Haggerty liked to be in charge of the vehicle he was riding in. And I didn't argue it. I said, hey, that's fine, man. I'll just be your gunner. And my gunner was put in a different vehicle as a passenger.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're leaving that site, we were headed back to Fob Zormont, and my vehicle hit a roadside bomb. And the reason why I mentioned that whole moving situation is, unfortunately, Major Scott Haggerty, he passed away. He was from Stillwater, Oklahoma, and he left behind a wife and kids. And also my buddy, Specialist Derek Holland, he's from Wind Gap, Pennsylvania, and he was probably the youngest in our platoon. He was only 20 years old, just got his E4. And, I mean, all I could say is I got lucky. That's the only way I could put it. I was ejected out of the vehicle. I wasn't wearing my gunner's harness either. I always like to mention that because I feel like if I wore my gunner's harness, I won't get into too much detail, but the way the vehicle looked, and that probably would have, if it didn't kill me, I would have definitely been worse off than just losing a leg. So I got lucky, and that's the only way to put it.
I'm sorry about, your major and your buddy. Like, that sucks. I never really know what to say to that. Like, besides, like, I'm sorry, I guess. But, we're glad you're still here, and you've got this story and all that.
There's nothing really much to say about it.
Yeah.
It's just, I do stuff in honor of Derek and Scott now, in remembrance of them. And the anniversary is a month away. It'll be 9 years this June. And every year, Derek's mother, her name is Kathy, and guys from my unit will take Kathy. Derek's ashes were scattered on the Appalachian Trail, which he liked to hike. But the state of Pennsylvania has a marker for him at the Pennsylvania National Cemetery, where a lot of our veterans are laid to rest. So we'll take Kathy there every year. And once a year, I try to get out to Oklahoma and visit Scott's family, his wife and kids. And they have a state road named after him, after Scott. It's about a 7-mile stretch. It's a very long state road, but 7 miles of it is named after Scott. And we'll do a little ruck march in honor of Scott, some PT, and grab a few beers afterwards. I feel it's just the right thing to do. And it's something I enjoy every year, just because, what can I say? I'm just grateful I'm here. I just lost a leg, and 2 of their families were destroyed.
Yeah.
But, life goes on, and I just want to honor them the best way I can.
So if you don't mind me asking, are you an above the knee or below the knee?
I'm an above knee amputee. I guess the medical term, I'm considered what is a knee disc tech.
Yeah.
So basically, my knee my leg is amputated through the knee. So I have a full femur.
Okay.
Yeah. I wear a leg just like a guy with an above knee. Like 3 parts of my prosthetic is a socket, the knee, and the foot.
Okay, yeah.
But I have a full femur, which I always think is nice because I have a lot of support. Some guys don't like it because their knees aren't centered, which I was like, who cares? I mean, who gives a shit?
Well, yeah, I can't speak from experience because I still have both of my legs. But like I've done enough amputation. So a little backstory on me, because you don't know me. I work in right. I work in surgery. So, and
okay.
Yeah. So I have done countless amputations, especially while I was stationed in Launchstool. Done like a shit ton. So the fact that you have your full femur is, honestly, from what I've done and what I've seen, and it's honestly like it seems like it would be better simply because, you know, we're not making these jagged cuts, like these sharp cuts on the femur where, you know, now it's like an edge instead of the round smoothness that the femur has.
Yes, and I think those condyles at the end of your bone is just, well, it is more support.
Oh, yeah. No, so freaking, that's
So
that's awesome that you have like your full femur and that it's like intact and it's still good, and you know they didn't have to, you know, especially because Afghanistan is such a dirty country, you know, the fact that you didn't get any sort of like weird fungus growing on you to like where it was like eating away at like your bone and your tissue and stuff, like that's amazing. Because that happens.
Yeah, actually, I left Afghanistan with both my legs, and
okay.
They salvaged my right leg,
Mm-hmm.
but you mentioned law school, and then Ramstein is where they actually amputated my leg. So when were you in law school?
I was there from December 2011 through October 2014.
Okay, a little after I was there. I wanted to see if you were the one that chopped off my leg.
if I was.
I would like to know where it is.
Sorry.
Totally honest with you.
Do what?
All right, what do we do with it?
What do we do with it? Like the body parts that we cut off?
Yeah, so I asked the doctor, can I keep my leg? And he said, don't give me that 9/10 precision of the law crap. Like, that's essentially my leg. What are you going to do with it, doc, all right?
Okay, so this is what we do with your spare body parts that we remove. And not to say that your leg is a spare part, but, you know, we cut it off. So the part that we cut off, we actually send it to pathology. And so pathology is going to look at it and be like, yep, nope, this is a leg, right? But then at the same time, they're going to take cultures from it to see if there's any sort of weird bacteria or fungus or something that like could like was growing from it. But it's mostly to be like, yeah, nope, that's a leg. And then it goes from there. It goes most likely to some sort of incinerator. But I'm like once it passes into the lab's hands, like that's all I know.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was destroyed.
I would have loved to hang on from the freezer and give it to my dog.
Right. Like that's kind of sick, but I like your sense of humor.
Yes.
So you're actually a rather busy dude. So, you know, obviously you had just competed in the Boston Marathon and you carried your friend Andy, you know, across the finish line. Now, did you carry her the entire marathon or like just for the finish?
No, just for the finish.
Oh, okay.
And I'll be honest with you, I had no idea something like this would get so much attention, and literally it was a spur of the moment, and I just
get on my shoulders.
Yeah, like let me buddy carry over the finish line. You know, literally just to give it a little flavor, just you know whatever you want to call it, goofing off, and it was that's all it was. But after it happened, I'm looking at social media, I'm seeing all the rumors going around, like, you know. The keyboard warriors out there. Somebody said, "Well, she didn't officially finish the marathon. She didn't run the whole thing." I'm like, shut up.
Right?
Yeah.
Those guys are haters.
Unbelievable. It was a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And somebody actually, he carried her the whole way, and I was like, so every news piece I've been on, every interview, I always say I squash that right away. I was like, no, it was nothing like that. It was literally just adding a little flavor and just finishing the marathon.
I mean,
I had no idea what you did it, but it did.
So what was your time for finishing the marathon?
My time, geez, I don't even know. It was over 9 hours, to be honest with you. My goal was 6.5.
Well, okay.
But,
well, I mean, still, like, obviously, you know, that's fucking 9 hours of running. One, like, you are a like better than me because I probably like after an hour, like no, not even an hour, like after I don't know, probably 20 minutes, I was like, all right, this is bullshit. I'm done. So the fact that you hung in there for 9 hours is amazing. But then of course you're gonna get bored during that. So like at the end, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do something to spice this up. So, dude, that's awesome.
Earl, I'm not familiar. How long is the marathon? What's the length, the run time? Or the run length? Yeah, for the Boston Marathon.
Every marathon is 26.2 miles.
26.2 miles. Gotcha. Okay.
I've handbiked Boston in 2014, 2015, and 2016, and the whole reason why I decided to actually run this year is last year when I biked it, I waited at the finish line when I was done, because I had two buddies of mine out there who were running it, who were both double amputees, both missing both their legs, and they're both one side above me, the other side below me. And one of those guys, when I crossed the finish line, his name was Stefan Leroy. He was wounded overseas. And after he got his medal, he sat down in a recovery tent, and I sat with him. I was like, dude, how was it? And he just called me out, and he said, you have to run this next year. You better run it. I called him I said, you just finished it and you have no legs. So,
I was actually just about to ask you, like, did he call you out the fact that, you still have one leg? Like, you still have a leg. What's your excuse?
Well, to be honest, he's the reason why I ran my first half marathon.
Oh, okay.
I did the Detroit Relay Marathon back in 2015. And when I was on the course, I did the last 5 miles of the Detroit Marathon from my team, and I saw him out there running, and I was like, geez, I didn't know Stefan was running this. I thought he was biking it. And he crossed the finish line after I did, and I saw him. I was like, dude, I didn't know you were doing the relay. And he said, no, I did the half. So I decided, I was like, man, that's pretty awesome. So I decided to do I know down in Disney they have marathons all the time.
Yes.
And there was a half marathon down there, and Stefan and I are both on what's the Achilles Freedom Team, which is sponsored by GM Motors. So Achilles happened to be down in Disney. I ran the half. He was there, and when I got done, he didn't know this, but when I finished and we took the van back to our hotel rooms, I said to him, I was like, you realize you're the reason why I did this. And I guess he just didn't know that, and this is my first time telling him that. So then when he ran Boston, he said, now you got to run this one too. So that was it. That's all I needed there.
That's awesome. Okay, so you're like, you seem like you're a rather busy dude because you're part of quite a few different organizations. So the first one that I know you're a part of is Operation Enduring Warrior. So what is that? Like, what does it stand for? How did you become involved with it?
Well, I've been part of OEW since 2013. And our mission in OEW is we honor, empower, and motivate our wounded and disabled veterans to continue to live an active lifestyle after their injury. And I think what's so unique about OEW is it's not like a handout. It's not like, hey, here's your bib, good luck running. We like to run together. And I think what's so important about OEW, which I didn't realize, is that something that we lose in the military is that sense of camaraderie, that brother and sisterhood. And it's just something that some of us, you just can't describe it sometimes. It's that culture that we're a part of, and we're battling adversity together, and leadership and that camaraderie. Well, I met these guys back in 2013 at a Spartan race in Wintergreen, Virginia, and they were on the course, and I did the course with some of them, and they assisted me getting through it. And I asked them, how do I join your team? And a few months later, they have once a year was called an indoc, and it's just it's a few events and series of a few months, and and they pick a few people after going through all the indoctrination. And the last part of it is kind of the meat and potatoes, where military style, endurance events, and they pick people after that. And I was chosen, and I became part of a team again. And what I say by that as part of this team is, to become a team member of OEW, the first and foremost thing is to be a mass member, you have to be a veteran. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And to go through this physical portion along with the rest of the class, this is a tiny little fraction of the military culture I feel like we're part of, but it's like a tiny little, I don't know, maybe a little boot camp. And it's for me, it was like, I never thought I'd be able to do some of this stuff after losing my leg. Okay.
Yeah.
So to be a part of this culture, it's a lot of how we work and how we run is, from what I recognize anyway, just from my point of view, is the military. So to have a tiny little fraction of a nonprofit that helps other wounded veterans continue to live an active lifestyle, going through Spartan races, for me, it was like, you lose this part of yourself when you leave the military, and that culture, and you miss all those things, what makes it so unique. And joining organizations like OEW kind of reminded me a lot of what the military was like. You know what I mean? Like, no, we're not carrying a rifle, or we're not getting shot at. We're not having formations or stuff like that. But I feel like, you're working with a lot of veterans. You're battling adversity together. You could be out on a race, whether it be a Spartan race or a half marathon or whatever it may be, a CrossFit competition. You're working together as a team, like you once did in the military. And you're assisting each other. And I'll be honest with you, just watching some of these guys go through the course, like, my buddy, he lost both his legs in Iraq, and he decides for his first ever Spartan race, he wants to crawl through it. I mean, is that warrior spirit or what? He doesn't want to use his wheelchair. He doesn't want to wear prosthetics.
Yeah.
He likes to crawl. And it's organizations like OEW that make stuff like this happen. And it's
awesome.
Unbelievable. And, I always recommend it to everybody. I'm a public speaker now, and I always talk about OEW. And three things we lose in the military, I feel like, the purpose we have, but, that's self-explanatory. The passion we have in the military, Army versus Marines, always duking it out, or like Blue Corps or 0311 of Marine Infantry, whatever it may be, all that passion we hold with it. And you're part of something bigger than yourself. And something like OEW, now that I'm a civilian or a veteran, whatever you want to call it, it fills in those gaps. And not only joining this organization, going through this, challenging my disability, brought back my confidence to challenge other things. And not only that, it brought in a little leadership as well, and assisting other guys, and just like kind of in the military. So, I mean, for myself, this is just what I take from it. Everybody takes it differently, but it really filled in those gaps. And there's so many organizations out there that are like this. And I always recommend it to anybody who's struggling when it comes to mental adversity. Like, it's get out there and try something new. Step out of your comfort zone and battle yourself to get out there and be a part of something once again, just like you were in the military.
So I know in like part of, our front desk people, Mom and Spanky, the ones that contacted you to come on the show, they sent out like a little like bio almost on you, and in it called you an adaptive athlete. So what does that mean to you to be known as an adaptive athlete, and like what does that term actually mean?
Well, I feel like it's adaptive athlete is a term we use in some of these organizations. It's guys out there who are not letting their disability slow them down. And this is just, I guess you could say, my definition of what an adaptive athlete is. is, I mean, you can look at somebody who's part of an organized sport or a team again, whether, even somebody in the Paralympics, you look at them and, they're an athlete and they're doing it in an adaptive way. You look at sled hockey, guys who are out there hand biking or even wheelchair rugby. I mean, they're out there challenging themselves as part of a team. They're being athletic, and I think it's just pretty simple. That's an adaptive athlete right there.
Oh, okay. I like it. So what kind of programs does Operation Enduring Warrior offer?
Well, OEW, we're not just a bunch of guys that assist wounded vets to run Spartan races or OCRs or Go Rucks or whatever it may be. Operation Enduring Warrior, we have a skydiving program, and we just started. It's pretty new. It helps wounded veterans get scuba certified, and also you get when you go skydiving, you also get certified as a skydiver with Class A license, Class B license. So it's not just jumping.
That's awesome.
We give you the tools where you could become certified to, I guess you could say, jump on a plane on your own. And we're constantly building. We're getting more outdoors program as well. And I've been a part of this organization for about 4 years now, and just see it build and what it's become is just very amazing. And we're just adding more and more activities onto it, and just to reach out, because I understand not everybody wants to run an endurance race in the mountains of Vermont. Well, I would rather get scuba certified instead. Oh, we have that program for you, or whatever it may be. So we keep expanding year after year, and it's wonderful to see, and our outreach is getting bigger and bigger.
That's awesome.
That's really awesome.
Seriously, I want to learn I want to get scuba certified. So another organization that I know you're involved with, I guess, that was a bad wordage, is Oscar Mike. So what exactly is Oscar Mike and all that? What is it? What kind of stuff do they offer?
Oscar Mike is it has a lot of similarities to Operation Enduring Warrior.
Oh, okay.
And Oscar Mike was founded by a disabled Marine named Noah Courier. And Noah is he's a Marine veteran. He was actually in the spearhead of the Iraq invasion. So March 19, 2003, the day we invaded Iraq, that was Noah's unit. Okay. And 2 days after returning home, he was a passenger of a vehicle in a vehicle, and the vehicle was in an automobile accident, and Noah was ejected out of the vehicle, and Noah had a severe spinal injury, and he's now a quadriplegic. So Noah wanted to start a foundation that helps people, the same thing, live an active lifestyle after their injury. And Noah created this organization called Oscar Mike. And what they do is they'll send veterans or wounded and disabled veterans out. We have a wheelchair rugby team called Oscar Mike Militia, and we compete across the country, battling other wheelchair rugby teams. And we actually went international and went to a huge tournament down in South America last year, which is something new for us.
What?
And they'll also take we take them out to adaptive ski lessons. Guys learn how to mono ski or sit down ski or modified snowboarding, whatever it may be, and whatever you're looking for. And once a year we'll take guys out up in Milwaukee and we'll take them out skydiving. But they want to jump on a plane with us, and we'll have a barbecue afterwards. But what I think is unique about this organization is how we, as an organization, how we get the funding for this is we're an apparel company, and our clothing is what pays for our athletes to get out there and do these things. And what is unique about our clothing line is we're one of a lot of these veteran clothing lines. There's tons out there, but very few are made and printed in America.
Mm-hmm.
And we take pride. We're one of the only ones that. There might be other ones out there, but from my knowledge, Oscar Mike is one of the only apparel companies that all of our products, everything we sell, is made here in America, and it's to us it's important. It's a little pride we have.
That's awesome.
Of course, yeah. And I see another organization that you belong to, 22 Kill, and I see that I see a mission statement. I also see the website has a store. Is it similar to Oscar Mike?
22 Kills. What 22 Kills? They help veterans in battling mental adversity and trying to help them find a new purpose. They have an organization called Honor, Courage, and Commitment, which helps veterans out there. They would help them find a new passion in life, like maybe give them the tools to help start their own business, and just trying to find a new niche after the military. And we ever see a lot of vets wear them. They wear a black ring on their index finger, and that's a 22 Kill ring. And it's just a little reminder to anybody out there who's struggling. We're all out there to help each other out, one another. And I get involved in 22 Kill just from I lost somebody to suicide very close to me who was serving on active duty, and they got me. I saw their mission statement. I was pretty impressed by it, and I got a little bit involved with them, help them out any way I can.
That's awesome. Yeah, they've got both Oscar Mike and 22 Kill. They have some pretty awesome designs of clothing, and those rings, the honor rings you're talking about. There's some very unique items and designs, and the Made in America. That obviously that's a big thing. I 100% support that. I know Minx does too. Yes. But that's awesome.
So Earl, if we as not only just the listening audience, but also as the nation, I guess, WTF nation, if we want to become more involved with these, especially with these three organizations, how would we go about doing that?
It's pretty simple. I mean, social media is the way of the world now. You could even contact me. Just find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Granville Earl, or any of these Facebook pages. 22 Kill has their own. Oscar Mike has their own. Operation Enduring Warrior, and Achilles Freedom Team, and Achilles International. By all means, we're all 501c3, so we're always looking for volunteers to help out in any way, and just being a part of a team again. Especially with OEW and Oscar Mike, we're always looking for ambassadors. Even if you want to come out, volunteer your time, run a booth, or even run out on a course with us, by all means, all are welcome.
That's awesome.
Well, yeah. Cuffs, do you have anything else for our guests?
I'm trying to, let's see, we got, 22 Kill, that was the one, the name was kind of catching to me, so that's the one I started to kind of look through, and I do see an area on here, donate, and is it similar on the Oscar Mike? Can you donate on that website as well, or is that strictly just apparel?
You could donate as well. If you go to oscarmike.org, we have a link if you would like to donate. And the same thing with Operation Enduring Warrior. You can find us at enduringwarrior.org. Same as there as well.
Good to go. Yeah, I actually clicked on the donate section on 22 Kill, and it's laid out pretty simple, so everybody can donate, however much they want, and very, very simple and easy to do for sure. But these are outstanding websites, and like I said, the apparel, I mean, presentation, the website, it grabs people's attention, but apparel, that's another thing to get people's attention. And especially when it comes to a cause that you're supporting. 22 Kill, and that I was reading your mission statement, and maybe you could tell us a little bit more about that mission.
22 Kill, it's there's I think we've all heard the number of 22 veterans commit suicide a day, just in our culture here in America. And basically, that's what we're trying to understand what is exactly going on. And it's something that hit me very dearly, which got me so involved with a lot of these, not just 22 Kill, but more involved with these other organizations as well. I'm a little new to 22 Kill, but everything, I met Jimmy Mack and some of those dudes, and the passion that these guys have of helping our fellow brothers and sisters in arms, it's admirable. And I guess what kind of got me involved in these guys was after I lost my leg, 2.5 years later, my twin brother committed suicide while he was still on active duty. He was a staff sergeant, and it kind of brought me into a little downward spiral. And what helped me get back up is somebody told me how proud Joe was of the things I was accomplishing with one leg. Okay, so it kind of the life I was living when I found out about that. It was a very negative and very downward spiral life I was living. So when I heard something like that, I was like, damn, man, you wouldn't be fucking proud of me now, would you? So I decided to change a little bit. I started to physically challenge myself more and more, which got me involved in OEW and Oscar Mike and the Achilles Freedom Team. And for me, it opened my world. I started doing stuff in honor of my brother, running the Army 10-miler, hand biking marathons, running Spartan races, doing Go Rocks, whatever it may be. And I realized I wasn't doing it for my brother anymore. I was doing it for myself. And it became a new passion, getting out there, challenging myself. And I'm not going to lie, it feels good for people to reach out to you. Hey, man, you inspired me. Other fellow wounded vets. Hey, how do I get through this? How do we do this? How do we do that? And I just kind of ran with it. And I guess it's just something I talk about after losing Joe, and that where I went down a path where I even myself thought about committing suicide. And the healthy path that I built myself to get on it, and the struggle it was to get there, I realized it's not going to be easy. And I look at organizations out there like 22 Kill who also want to help anybody out there who is struggling after they get out of the military or still on active duty, whatever it may be. And the passion that they have, and honor, courage, and commitment, and the little programs that they have for their veterans, 22 Kill, and helping them get on, helping them find a new passion once again. And I think it's important. One of the things I find in the military and the veteran culture is I feel like our self-ego is what destroys us. And when I say self-ego, don't think pride. I think it's good to have pride. I mean, I have pride tattooed from my armpit to my ribcage with my dog tags are entwined on my right side of my body. But when that turns into self-ego where, I'm a big bad Army Ranger, I can't go get help. That'll make me look weak. That I look at as self-ego. And to be honest, it's a shitty-ass attitude. Or when people say, what do civilians know what I've gone through? They don't know what I've gone through. And God bless them. I'm starting to learn more about them, and I used to bash them quite a bit because I didn't understand them, because all I saw was these fuck off civilians T-shirts is these dysfunctional veterans. And I'm just like, you're giving us such a bad name. And I feel like you're actually enabling people of having a horrible attitude when you're selling merchandise like this. And nobody's functional. You left a culture where you battled a lot of adversity, a lot of things may have happened in that culture, whether you're at war or not, and you came home, you got out of the military, and you just feel lost. Those gaps that you had, all those. We have to fill those voids in once again.
Yeah.
And civilians to stay away from me, you're only making a bigger divide in this. Do that, I feel like, because we're all Americans. Whether you wore the uniform, we're all Americans. And you take that uniform off, you're a veteran now. You're not in the military anymore. One way or another, there's only 1% of us, man. Let's integrate back it and work together. Unity is what's going to bring us together and live a healthy and happy life. So telling civilians, you don't know what I've gone through. You know what? I don't know what somebody who was raped has gone through. I don't know what somebody who was in a horrible automobile accident has gone through. But they're not putting themselves on a pedestal. They dealt with their own adversity, and they're getting through it themselves. Now, us in the veteran community have to do the same thing. We can't keep putting ourselves on a pedestal with this self-ego. Well, I was a big bad Marine. They'll never know what I've gone through. Look, we got to get rid of that shitty attitude, man.
Yeah.
And if anything I could give to anybody out there listening, changing that attitude and also stepping out of your comfort zone to find that new passion and that new purpose and be a part of something once again to help live a healthy, happier life. And we always talk about post-traumatic stress when it comes to mental adversity. They were in the military and they committed suicide. It must have been PTSD. That's bullshit. We got to stop putting that in a box and look outside of that box and understand people are going through a lot of things in their life. And one of those things is the struggle of leading the culture of the U.S. Armed Forces and becoming a civilian once again. Because let's be honest with you, for most of us, when we join, as soon as we become an adult, we join the military, okay? So all of our adult life, all we know is combat boots and rifles. And then we get out, it's easy to get lost because that's all we know. Let's try to fill in those gaps again and live a healthy and happy life. Because wearing a shirt that says, fuck off civilians, or whatever it may be, I don't know exactly what it says, but when you're singling yourself out like that, you're not doing anybody a favor. Does that make sense?
100%.
Oh my God.
Dude, yeah.
Oh my God. I cried. I'm not going to lie. I cried when he said that your twin brother committed suicide. I have no words for that other than, I am so sorry. I know, bonds between siblings is strong, but I know bonds between twins is even more intense. So I can't even imagine going through that. But I absolutely love your attitude as far as, I'm not going to let this get to me. I'm going to, push myself forward, and I'm going to, it's almost you're not just living for yourself, but also for him. In a way, as far as you may have started off doing a bunch of these things for him, or as using him as motivation, and then those are turning into now I'm doing it for me. But I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it kind of seems like you're still using your brother Joe's using him to be yeah, no, let's do this.
Well, it started with that. I mean, I think so anyway.
Yeah.
And it just kind of snowballed after that. For me, that was my inspiration, hearing a few people say, man, Joe was so proud of you. He was, he took him pride in the things that I did. And I never heard it from Joe. Because, siblings don't talk nice to each other. I mean,
right?
And he wouldn't. He wouldn't say anything like that to me. I mean, I heard it from other people, but I wouldn't hear it from him. And hearing something like that kind of pushed me. I was like, all right, man, I got to get my head out of the fucking duffel bag and fix it.
But
and it wasn't easy. It didn't happen. It took a lot of practice. I started seeing a counselor. I started going to a vet center, talking to a counselor. I got rid of that stupid-ass stigma of I was having, man, I'm a wounded vet. It helps from anybody. That's stupid. Why? I'm only self-destructing myself by saying that. It's ridiculous. Like, there's help out there. Let's use it. And if anything, what I want to do for the rest of society, and not just the veteran culture, but us as a whole, and the rest of society in general, is understand we're going to face this bullshit in our lives: anxiety, stress, depression, loss of a loved one, broken heart. There's no way around it, man. We're going to deal with this at some point in our lives, and I feel like most of it we could probably take it on by ourselves and battle it one-on-one and overcome it with us. But if that weight gets too heavy, by all means, man, reach out to somebody. You never have to carry that heavy mental adversity by yourself. You never have to carry it alone. We're all here for each other, whether you're a vet or not. I mean, it's all there for us. I mean, we have hotlines. We have. I went to a vet. I didn't go to the VA. I go to a vet center in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Outside of that, we have chaplains. We have each other. We have battle buddies, man. And teammates of a sports team, whatever it may be, your family. You can use your judgment to find the right person to talk to help find that happiness to live a healthy and happy life once again. Find it for yourself. But you have to change your attitude, one, and you have to step out of your comfort zone before you do that. Those two things right there, if you continue to live a shitty attitude, you're not going to get anywhere.
Yep.
Change that attitude and step out of your comfort zone and make that difference in yourself.
Yep.
I
agree with Minx on this. Your attitude is outstanding.
It's refreshing almost, because you're completely
inspiring.
Yeah, it's refreshing and inspiring, and you're completely right. Like, this whole, and it's gonna cause waves, and I don't give a shit. This whole, like, I'm dysfunctional. I'm a veteran and I'm dysfunctional. Like, no, like, I completely agree with you 150%. Like, that's not helping us transition back into civilian life. Like, we have to figure out a way to where, like, we can't keep civilians at, like, an arm's distance away and be like, you don't know what I might do. I'm fucking dysfunctional. It's like, or like, and I think one of their shirts is like, medicated for your protection. Is like, are you like,
yeah.
Why would you wear that outside? Like, what are you doing? Like, and of course civilians are going to think we're fucking insane.
Right. People could say, oh, it's just a joke. You know what? I know it's a joke. I know it's a joke because I was in the military, but some guy in Bumblefuck, Iowa, who has never experienced this culture before, sees that and is like, is that how all veterans are?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's pretty much And you know what I think of the problem with this whole thing of this functional veteran fad that's going on? All it's causing is a bunch of Uncle Ricos. If you've ever seen Napoleon Dynamite.
Uncle Rico!
I gotta tell you, man, me and my best friend, Rick Colbert, he's one of my teammates in Operation Enduring Warrior. We're outside of Fort Riley, Kansas. We're visiting friends there. And we're at some Mexican joint, grabbing dinner. And after we ate, we sat at the bar. A little L-shaped bar. Like every bar, it's like shaped like an L. There's a long part and the smaller part of the L. And we're sitting at that small part of the L. And somebody walks in, okay? And this guy, in a matter of 5 minutes, the whole bar knew he was in Iraq because he was so loud to make sure everybody knew he once served in Iraq. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, you ain't a million other guys, man. He's got the long hair going on, so I know he's out of the military,
Yeah.
And he locks eyes on us, and he says, hey, man, I want to buy you a beer. You look like a vet. I'm like, all right, man. So he walks over to our side. He sees I'm missing my leg. He's like, holy shit. I'm like, dude, it's okay, man. Like, no big deal. These are the cards I was dealt. No big deal, man. Like, life goes on. And in conversation, I said, what are you doing with yourself now? And he really didn't have an answer. Like, and I just think to myself, because he has nothing else. Like, you have to be something else after, the military. There's life out there. A lot of us get out when we're still in our 20s. You still have your whole life ahead of you to be something great, to be something amazing. You know what I mean? Like, Don't be Uncle Rico walking to a bar every Friday reminding everybody that, hey, man, did you know I was in the military? Dude, stop that. It's like I said before, it's good to have pride, but don't let that pride become self-ego, saying, hey, man, are you a vet? You know, self-ego is a bad thing, but pride is a good thing. Stick to pride, not self-ego. You know what I mean? But use what you've learned and do something else with it, man. Find that leadership once again. Find that compassion for your brothers and sisters. You don't have to just do it for people who were once in the military. Do it for people in general. There's nothing wrong with that, man. There's a lot of people out there who need help. Let's try to do that instead of shoving your service down everybody's throats. Hey, man, I was in the military. Like, good for you, man. You and a million other people. I'm not.
Oh my God, yes. And Earl, on that note, thank you so much for coming on our show and talking about Operation Enduring Warrior, Oscar Mike, and 22 Kill, and talking to us really about like some of the shit that's gone on in your life. And like, thank you so much for your refreshing perspective on what we as veterans should do once we join the civilian world. Like, you know, like you said, life doesn't end or stop with the military. Like, do something else with your life. Like, be great at something else. Fucking,
Amen.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Guys, thank you again for having me. Really appreciate it. Big honor.
No, like, seriously,
Honors,
ours.
honors all here. Yeah. Hearing your story, definitely, it was emotional, but it's one that I think people need to hear, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
And the honor really is all on our side, and we would love to have you back anytime.
Yes.
Oh, I loved it. And I got to tell you, I know sometimes I get flack for talking like this, but you know, I think for the most part, people, you know, I'm hoping like a light bulb turns on. Oh, maybe, you know, there is light after this, or, and some people get upset about it. But honest to God, man, I think you're not doing yourself any favor by reminding everybody out there that you were in the military. We get it, man. Now it's time to get out there. If anybody out there is listening, get out there and be something great at something else. Be a part of something once again. Find a new passion and get that purpose in your life to be fulfilled once again. You guys tracking?
Oh,
tracking
like a DVD player, which don't track, but
yep.
Yeah, I am tracking.
Thank you again so much for having me.
Oh, of course.
No,
Thank you for joining us. It was a great time. I really enjoyed it. So
thanks, guys. You have a good night.
You too.
You too. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye. So, dude.
Wow. Yeah.
Right?
Great.
Yeah, and with that, so we're going to take a quick break and we will be back in a few short minutes. So, yeah. See you in a couple minutes, guys.
See you in a few.
I don't know what I'm doing. Fucking buttons.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Okay. Oh, we're back. And we're off mute. I did it again.
Pro status.
Well, I don't want to go that far, but you know, getting there maybe.
I believe in you.
So yeah. So I'm sorry. I love this song, and Game of Thrones needs to come back already. But, dude, our fucking guest, dude.
Yeah. Great guest. Great dude. Great.
Oh my god.
Yeah, all around. Like
Right?
all around. 100%. His I don't even know what's the right word. His thought process towards dysfunctional. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah. That all of it. Agreed. I agree with him on all of that, and I was shocked when he mentioned at the beginning of the interview a close person to him committing suicide, but later in the interview,
Oh my gosh,
brought who it was.
Right?
In the feels, man, in the feels.
Dude, I was not emotionally ready for that at all.
Right in the feels. Oh goodness.
Whoa, oh shit! Sorry, the dog is fucking up. Jenna.
I see the dog back there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I got all three of them because
She's
you know.
looks like grocery shopping.
No. But yeah. So this is Hooker.
Hooker.
Yeah. So that's what I call her because she is one.
I
That's
know
my
she
baby.
can't hear me, but Hooker's very cute.
This is my baby, and that's Zeus. And then one of their offspring is here as well. Come here. Come here.
Aww.
I don't know.
Small one.
Right?
Small one. Where are you at?
He's not small. Oh my god. He's.
Oh, he's not small.
No, he's not. He is. Ugh. Oh, he is 5 months old and over 50 pounds. He's not small.
Oh my goodness.
No, but he's so
What's up, dude? You're famous, man. Look at that. On TV, on it all, man.
So yeah, that is that's the offspring of Hooker.
The offspring.
And baby boy. So
that's awesome.
yeah, as I knee my desk and cause all sorts of racket. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't fire me. Please. I'll bake cookies.
Chocolate chip.
Right.
M&M. I'll take M&M too, but
Right,
chocolate chip. Peanut butter. Now I got the munchies. Quit talking about cookies.
Freaking, but yeah. So Hooker here had to get a bath earlier, so she she legit showered with me. Well, I mean, I would have like ended up getting a bath on my own if I had not actually been in there, anyways, because like she hates water, and she's a smelly pirate hooker, who hates bathing. And so, like, literally, like, it would have been a fight and a struggle to get her to stay in the tub had I not been in said tub with her the entire time.
Shower.
Like, that's, like, literally, like, that's the only way Hooker will bathe is if
if that's how you gotta do it.
Is if I'm in there with her. And she was not happy. But she was a good sport, and she didn't attack me, so yay!
Win-win.
Small
Win-win.
victories.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So speaking of small victories, so Denver. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not a small victory for these people, but it is for everyone else. Denver cancels Saturday global warming march after snow dumps a foot of snow. Oh, shit. After storm, there we go, dumps a foot of snow. I swear I know how to fucking read. I swear I just can't.
I'm not even laughing at the reading. I'm just, the title of that article just says it all.
Right? While Leonardo, yeah, right.
Okay, sorry. I'm done
Right.
laughing. I'm sorry.
We have to behave.
Breathe.
We are professionals.
Yes, super professional. Okay, back to that fucking article.
Right? Face. God damn it. While Leonardo DiCaprio, oh God, he's hot, was marching around in Washington, D.C. at a global warming event on Saturday, which he no doubt flew in on his private plane, burning fossil fuels and murdering the environment along the way. Protesters.
Oh my God.
Dude, this is hilarious. Protesters in Denver couldn't join the fun. No, they were not too stoned to march. A spring snowstorm dumped a foot of snow across the region, and the blizzard forced organizers to move the event to Sunday. Twitter, of course, had a field day. Hold on. Don't fuck with the goddamn wires, hooker. People's Climate March in Denver. The people... Hi, hooker. She responds to it. The people will be marching in a foot of snow tomorrow in Denver to protest global warming.
Have fun with that.
Oh my God, this one's hilarious. It's got a picture of like Bill Nye on a bike, right? And like a bunch of people.
Oh my God.
And it says Pee Wee Nye, the climate guy's big global warming adventure. And they're fucking bike riding through snow, and it's like climate marchers in Denver and Colorado Springs today had to be canceled because of snow.
I have to see this picture.
Hashtag Bill Nye saves the world.
Yes, he does every time. That's awesome. Where's this? Send me that article. I want to see the picture.
Dude, it's fucking hilarious. Like these pictures, like really, you have to see these pictures. This one, it's like a cartoon, and it's got a house literally buried in snow with like the chimney smoking because obviously like there's a fire, and some guy, one of the snowflakes, comes up and he's like, it's like you don't even care that your fireplace is contributing to global warming. It's like, dude. Latest totals, hashtag global warming storm dumps over a foot of hashtag snow near Denver. Hashtag climate change. Right?
Hashtag.
Right?
Hashtag with word hashtag spelled out behind it. Sorry, I'm done.
And then it says, and predictably, global warming believers said snow in late April doesn't mean the planet isn't warming. This one guy says, you do realize that snow is an occurrence of weather and not climate, right? Snow in Denver is not evidence against climate change. So climate changers say that humans have altered the climate and that it's not just warming. First they said climate change will cause more hurricanes, but when those dropped off to just a few a year, they said climate change could also make hurricanes less frequent. Plus, climate change means, to them anyway, that snow can fall in late April. Still, the snow really messed up the planned protest in Denver. Quote, protesters in Denver are also hoping to engage in so-called die-in, according to event planners.
Die-in?
Yeah, like D-I-E.
Die-in, like we're going to all lock ourselves in a room and die in here?
I don't know. Okay. Quote, we will be doing an aerial image, event planners wrote on the protest website. A section of that will include a die-in. These fucking people are idiots.
What the fuck?
Where people wearing black will lay on the ground as if they are dead. We expect the visual to be stunning. If you're comfortable participating, please wear all black to the event. No, too bad. Son of a bitch. Goddamn Mother Nature went and fucked that up.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. Sucks to suck.
Like, do they not
Wow.
realize?
And with that article, so someone died, like D-I-E.
D-I-E,
Is it so it's spelled D, so they fucked up whoever wrote. Well, it could be taken either way, like die as in like, okay, you're laying here dead on the ground, or you're gonna dye your white shirt black. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it could be taken either way.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Stupid.
I'm just
Either
rambling.
way, okay, like, honestly, like, these stupid protests have gone on long enough. Like, I'm fucking sick of it. Fucking,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
You heard about the protest right now, or sorry, the hunger strike that Yale students are doing right now?
No.
Oh my God.
How did I miss
Dude,
this?
How do you miss all of this? Hold on.
I don't fucking
Hold on.
know.
Hold on, I'll get it.
Let's see this
Gotta
hunger
go to
strike
my handy dandy
nonsense.
notebook. Do. Now I have to find it in my handy dandy notebook.
Handy dandy. Is that rock salt? Is that a rock salt lamp behind you? We have two of those in our house, and we love them.
Yes, I do. I enjoy it. My mom got it for me for my birthday. Yes.
Kids that come in our house, they don't believe us when we tell them it's salt, and they argue with us. Yeah, and we'll tell them to go lick it, or lick their finger and then stick it back in their mouth, and it's same reaction every time. That classic. Ugh.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Dude, I really enjoy salt.
That's gonna be used as a
Found it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, so basically, what has happened is that Hold on. I have to make sure I'm reading this correctly. So anyways, this group of students at Yale, right? Like it's fucking Yale. You expect these people to be smart.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
smart-ish.
These guys are holding a, quote, symbolic hunger strike. Symbolic, mostly because if they get hungry, per the pamphlet that they handed out, like it says, if one of us can no longer continue, please come and replace them at this.
Whoa.
Yes. So if you get hungry enough, you can leave and go eat and then come back.
What?
So I'm really gonna take you seriously right now.
Oh my God.
But anyways, the best part about this whole thing is that the Yale College Republicans held a barbecue next to the union hunger strike.
Fuck your couch is what they said.
Fuck your couch. Members of the Yale College Republicans held a barbecue on Friday night next to 8 graduate, and these are graduate student teachers. So, you know, they're working on like their masters and like their doctorates.
Wow.
Like
I love the barbecue. The barbecue right next to it. That's classic.
What, hooker? You're fine. So while the 8 protesters sat in a tent next to the university president, Peter, Wait, hold on. Solovy's? Maybe? I don't know.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, Solovy's home. Having not eaten in 3 days, the college Republican group cooked up a meal of beef, baked beans, and corn on the cob for the local community. Fuck yes. Oh my God, I need to be friends with all of these people.
Yes. Fuck your couch. Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Oh, so if you're on this very symbolic hunger strike, and it is a hunger strike, mind you,
right,
but
yeah.
If you feel hungry and you need to leave to go eat,
yes,
then you can, and then come back.
Right?
What the fuck is that?
Right, exactly. Here, keep talking. I gotta let these fuckers out. God.
Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna
Right?
talk to myself here.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Okay, so, yeah. Oh God.
You're fine. If you need to let them out,
No,
you're fine.
I don't know. Oh,
I
what
can
just
I
happened?
can sing
Sorry.
the Flintstones song. I can try to do something.
Do it.
Wait, is that an okay thing to do? It's not original material. I don't know. Now I'm really legit talking to myself. This is fun. So guys, how's it going? Let's hear John Lang in the
Okay.
Facebook chat.
Sorry.
It's as much I was legit talking to myself. The Facebook
Oh, that's
video
good.
is lagged a little bit. So I was looking at you but
Ah,
talking to you and you
sorry.
weren't there.
Yes, no, I was definitely not.
Oh, that classy on me. Sorry guys. I know I'm not that entertaining. And
So this one, this
I'm-
has me concerned.
she's prettier to look at than I am anyways.
Shut up.
Me
No.
shut up. What?
Don't even say that. Y'all don't even fucking believe her. Are you kidding? Did you not see like our be right back picture? Like she's
There's
in
a
the
reason
fucking
why
mint
she's on
dress.
camera
Good
right now.
God damn. Right? You guys are stuck looking at me. Sorry.
Wait, there's a reason that you're on video and I'm not. So space.
It's the buttons. It's the buttons. That's all it is. It's the buttons.
It's the buttons.
It is. It's the fucking buttons. So, drug 10,000. 10,000 times stronger than morphine has surfaced in New Hampshire and has already sent 2 first responders to hospital.
I saw that article.
So it's 10,000 times stronger than morphine and used to sedate elephants. A snowflake-sized portion, snowflake-sized portion, can kill a grown man, and people are using it to get high. It's
Smart.
Oh,
Super smart.
right? Good job, you guys.
So 10,000 times the strength of morphine.
Yes.
But what dose of morphine? What? Because there's.
Dude, I don't know.
Are we talking extended release? Are we talking injectable? Are we talking pill form?
It doesn't say. It says morphine.
I'm sorry. I got.
I don't know.
On a little. I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be taking that out on you. Look at those eyes.
No,
you gave me a look. I saw that.
Mm.
Oh, I just got wait. Cuffs and Minx prom 2017. Hey, we're getting asked to go to prom. Minx. Somebody's asking us to prom.
How old
Prom.
are you?
I don't know. How old are you? Joel. How old are you?
Like, I could literally probably be your mother. Like, if I, was a hooker in high school. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it happens. Teen
It does.
Mom. I was not a teen mom.
Neither
all.
was I.
Mm-mm.
Neither was I.
Okay, so yeah, so this drug, it's called, oh god, carfentanil, haha, and it is the newest, hooked on phonics, worked for me, and it is the newest synthetic opioid that is starting to make an appearance in more and more American cities in recent months. As of April 26, it has caused deaths in, oh god, okay, here we go, geography. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Okay, Colorado, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, Missouri, Kentucky, haha, suck a dick, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Maryland, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida.
Jesus.
Haha! I did it! In your
Wow.
face. This week, the drug made its first appearance in the city of Manchester, New Hampshire. The drug is blamed for 2 overdose deaths in the city. According to a local media report, fire officials warned first responders on the dangers of even casually encountering the drug. Quote, just be hyper vigilant of what is out there. Hyper vigilant of where you put your hands, what you come in contact with. Manchester Fire's EMS director Chris Hickey told the city's firefighters during one of his 2 training sessions Wednesday. Quote, this kind of drug is unlike anything they've dealt with before. It's designed to be used as a tranquilizer, again, for elephants. And its lethal dosage, lethal dosage is 20 micrograms.
Good luck on judging how much you're actually taking in. 20 micrograms?
20 micrograms. So if anyone doesn't know, okay, so micrograms is what? Like 1/100th of a milligram?
Yeah, basically.
Like,
so if you're looking at like
tiny.
So I'm trying to think of a way to convert it, and I should be able to tell you this right off the top of my head, considering my day job.
A grain of salt. Here we go.
Yeah.
A grain of salt. The equivalent of 1 grain of salt of carfentanil is enough to kill a human being. People are fucking doing this. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Quote, there's nothing out there other than going in a hazmat suit and every single overdose that is going to completely protect us. Holy shit. We just have to be super, super careful with it. Late last year, the DEA put out a notice for all first responders who might respond to an overdose to be careful about accidental exposure, as even getting the drug on bare skin can be harmful. Fuck, dude.
Yikes. That's first responders' nightmare.
It is, okay, so it's 10,000 times more potent than morphine and 100 times more potent than fentanyl, which is, in itself is 50 times more potent than heroin.
Yep.
Dude.
Wow.
And then they've got like little vials, and they've got like this thing of like dried heroin because, you know, fucking reasons. I guess to show like, you know, how the potency of it. So like heroin, it's got like, you know, it's got a good bit actually down at the bottom of the vial. The fentanyl, there's like literally a couple specks here and there, and then carfentanil, it's 1 speck.
Literally speck.
Just 1.
Yeah. That's some strong shit, folks. Don't be fucking around with that. No.
Oh shit, son. The drug also presents a problem for first responders who want to save overdose victims. Narcan is a drug carried by first responders that can stop a heroin overdose in its tracks. Very true. However, the dose of Narcan used for a heroin overdose is usually ineffective for a carfentanil overdose. This means medics in areas where carfentanil exists, they must carry extra doses of Narcan and be constantly on the lookout for symptoms of the more severe overdose in order to act quickly enough to save users.
Dude, the Narcan thing, it's a great, it's abused. It's abused, and I've dispensed it a few times. And when I say abused, I mean it's obvious when patients are abusing their medication, and now their doctors are prescribing them a anecdote, if that's what you want to call it, a reversal for fucking opiate overdose.
Right.
And I watched a documentary where there was some medical professionals that were handing out Narcan to homeless people on the streets for themselves or for other addicts that were prone to overdose, so that they would be able to save a life if need be. And when I was watching that, I was just thinking to myself, oh my God, it's you're kind of encouraging it.
Right.
That's just it's a little bit, you're kind of pushing it to the edge of, are either A, you're helping, or B, you're encouraging it.
Right.
And no, not. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm done with that article.
Yeah,
I was actually about to let the assholes back in.
Dogs.
The Doges. Ugh. Fucking hooker.
Christopher brought up.
Do what?
Is it Christopher? He brought up the same shit they call crocodile. I don't think it's the same thing, man.
I'm not sure.
There's
Hey, wait,
crocodile.
hold on.
Crocodile is. Are there same effects, like skin effects? The whole reason for the name crocodile is the side effects the drug causes, like skin and bone, like to the point where they're having to have limbs amputated from use of this drug, and that's crocodile. And I've only ever heard of it in the United States maybe 2 or 3 times, and I haven't heard of it anywhere else in the United States since then. Granted, it was about a year ago when I heard about good old crocodile, and I think it's more prominent in areas. I think it's more popular. I'm sorry, popular in Russia and Ukraine. It's dirty shit. Just let's leave it at that. If you're having to amputate limbs, if your skin is pretty much falling off of your limbs from just no, no more crocodile talk. No more crocodile talk. I think I was telling our viewers, I think that there's been 2, maybe 3 incidents in the United States with crocodiles. So I don't know if there's been anything since then. So.
Well, on that note, so I'm going to do some house cleaning, and then we are going to end a bit early tonight. Some things came up, and I have to get going. But before I go, so tonight we've got Tied Up Tuesday with myself, Minx, and my lovely co-host, Cuffs. And tomorrow we've got What the Fuck Wednesdays with Jim Beam and Jay Reddy. And we also have Liquid Lunch, which starts at 12 noon Eastern Time. Thursday, we have Sergeant's Time, and that is with the boss man, Ice. Well, one of the boss men, Ice. And he will be joined by Doc Madness and Mike Golf and Gray Cloud. And Friday, we've got Friday Night Freedom with Red Leg. And again, also on Friday, we've got Liquid Lunch. And then Saturday, we have Saturday Night Savagery with Jay Reddy. And then on Sunday, we've got the Green Room with our local stoners, Jason and Charlie, right? Yeah. And then that brings us to Monday, which is the Monday edition with Red Leg. And we also have Liquid Lunch on Monday as well. And so all shows start at 2000 Eastern Time. Except for Liquid Lunch, obviously, which starts at 12 noon Eastern Time. So, yeah. So, Cuffs, thank you so much for joining me.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me. Tonight was a great show.
Right?
Great show. Great guest.
I know. So excited.
Deep breath. Woosah.
I know, right? So, all right. Yeah, thanks for joining us, you guys. Everyone on Facebook Live, on YouTube, on
the website.
The website, like our chat room.
Yeah. Oh my God. Too many outlets.
Something with Twitter. I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for joining us, you guys. And we will be back next week. Same time, same place. So see you then. Thanks.
Bye, guys. Have a good week.